So you might be wondering, what are the rights of the tenants and your rights if you find yourself in a situation like this?
Housing advocates say there are steps tenants can take. News 3 reporter Brendan Ponton is taking an in-depth look at those options. And Brendan, what are some of the things they can do?
Well, the tenants could take the property management company to court, and a local housing attorney thinks they might have a case. For 2 weeks now, residents of the Berkeley Court Apartments in Franklin have been without hot water inside their units after the explosion at the complex.
Something like hot water is something that you would consider an emergency and something that needs to be a priority to fix.
Amy Deisel-Allman is the Director of Advocacy for the Virginia Legal Aid Society in Suffolk and an attorney. She explained the rights these tenants and other renters have in these types of scenarios.
You know, normally, of course, whenever there's any kind of an issue, your first attempt is to work with the landlord.
But if that doesn't lead anywhere, tenants can take their landlords to court, including people living in subsidized housing like the Berkeley Court Apartments. They can file what's called a tenant's assertion if their rent is up to date. A judge could then hold their rent in escrow, meaning it's controlled by the court and not given to the landlord until the issue is fixed.
No one should be sitting there that long without hot water and be made to live in those conditions. That is something that needs to be fixed.
There's also a law in Virginia where under certain circumstances, tenants themselves can pay to fix a problem and then withhold that amount from their rent.
I think what the current system implies, right, is that the tenants have to know all of these rights that they have.
Newport News State Delegate Marcia Price wanted to take things a step further. Currently, if you complain to your local government, they can come and inspect a property. If they find code violations, they can issue fines or even condemn buildings. But oftentimes, Price says it's cheaper for landlords to pay the fine instead of fixing the problem.
Let's say, for instance, you have this situation where the cost of the repairs is $3,000, but the fine is $100. If you only have $100 and you're a landlord, you're going to pay the fine, and it doesn't incentivize you to fix the issue.
State lawmakers passed a bill introduced by Delegate Price that would have added teeth to what local governments could do, but Governor Youngkin vetoed the bill, saying it wasn't necessary.
The localities could have sued for the actual fixes, where the court could actually hold the landlord in contempt, criminal contempt of court, until those issues were fixed.
And under the current system, Allman says the residents of Berkeley Court Apartments have a right to have their hot water turned back on.
Tenants have a right to know what's going on and to be aware of what steps are being made to fix this.
Now, Severn Management Company, who manages the property, told News 3 today they have been meeting with residents to communicate about what's going on. To turn the hot water back on, they need to get the gas lines inspected. The company says it's currently a, quote, moving target on when that will happen. They are currently offering residents temporary shower stations, and they've arranged for residents to shower at a nearby truck stop. We'll keep pushing them for answers until this is fixed. I'm Brendan Ponton, News 3.